Welcome back to the stream. Upcoming game will be between the men, under 21 men of Singapore and Hong Kong, China. The Singapore under 21 team are now lined up, just waiting for the referee to start the proceedings. BF To now sprinting for the first ball for Singapore. He wins it, and Singapore will start the proceedings. To is also currently serving his national service, where it's common for males in Singapore to complete mandatory military service once they are of age. Singapore now with a 4-1 attack. And Lim has won a corner for Singapore. To start proceedings from the corner, with Lim driving in down the middle. Space now on the left flank. And that's a great block by the Hong Kong China keeper. Fu will recover possession for Singapore. And Singapore now has a new 60 seconds to attack. To now again with a fantastic shot to the top right corner. 1-0 to Singapore. Great shot. Surely, if there were shooting practice, To would definitely be a marksman. And Hong Kong China now playing with 4 outside. Chan now has meanwhile snuck into the zone. And Chow is now on the left flank. It's a switch, but it's a loose pass. Fu now pressuring, and Singapore win possession. Ooh, the referee is still trying to decide, and she has made her decision. It is Singapore's possession. It's a distance pass now to To. Singapore still have the numerical advantage. Fu now with the ball, and he resets the ball for Singapore to form up. So Singapore now playing still with 4 men on the outside. To passes back into the middle, where Fu is now driving on the right flank with some space. Makes a dribble. And his shot goes off the post. To now to recover the rebound surely. And his shot goes wide. Possession for Hong Kong China. Hong Kong China in no particular hurry, with Man dribbling the ball 1 meter at a time. Man now passes the ball to his teammate Lam. There's a bit of pressure now from the Singapore team. And looks like there's a half chance, but there's a great tackle by the Singapore defender. And Singapore win the ball.
The Singapore team
Lim
going for a fast break.
Lim now in possession with the Hong Kong China team trying to sprint back to goal. It's a long shot and it's a goal. Great shot by Lim from the Singapore team. From about 15 meters out, and he finds the net. So Hong Kong China back in attack. The score now is 2-0 with Singapore in the lead.
The Hong Kong China team attempted a long shot, but the ball went out. Now the ball is back in position of the Singapore team.
So Ng now has passed to Fu. He receives the ball again. Oh, and surely that's a foul now. It's a penalty to hand committed by the Hong Kong China player. In the action of releasing the ball, as a defender, you must not allow your limbs nor your pedal to be a danger to the player who is shooting. Shot comes off the post now. And Chen passes the ball back to Chan, who scores a fantastic driving shot down the right flank. Score is 3-0. So Chan now from Hong Kong, China, trying to jostle some space on the left flank for his teammate Chow, who's behind him. Looks like he has gone out now. But again, a straight pass from Hong Kong, China, and Singapore recover possession. So the goalkeeper now, Yo from Singapore, he launches a release pass that narrowly misses his teammate Chen. But Chan from Singapore recovers the ball in the chaos that ensued. There's a defensive block made by Man of Hong Kong, China, who under pressure passes the ball out for a Singapore corner. Chan now to start the corner for Singapore with a quick dribble. His teammate Chen is driving in, and Chan now resets the ball out for another Singapore attack. Space down the right flank now. Two defenders in, and Lim is down in the middle with space. That's a big shot and an equally big block by the Hong Kong China goalkeeper. Singapore win another corner. Ng now starting the corner for Singapore. Lim has made a drive in, and that's a great shot to the top of the goalpost. Corner taken quickly, and an equally quick shot by Lim of Singapore. So it's a relatively young Hong Kong China team. The youngest player on this team is actually 15 years of age, and they have been training together for the last 3 to 4 months. So the background of this team is that they come from 3 to 4 different clubs, but the commonality is that they came from the same secondary school. So as students, it's always difficult to balance sport and education, which then creates the bond that they have between each other. So bit of pressure now applied by Lim of Singapore on the Hong Kong China players. It looks like he has one possession, Lim. Great work, and it's a good block by the Hong Kong China player following the fumble in the chaos that ensued, but Singapore will look to start the corner. Toh now just getting ready to start the corner. With Ng in support. We have Yo now. He passes it back to Lim. Shoots and shots off the post. And Hong Kong China look to get possession with some pressure by Fu of Singapore. It's a good pass to Man now, who's waiting for some support from his teammate. It looks like Toh went for a drink in the tackle. But Lim again has stolen the ball. Great recovery. Toh is now on the fast break for Singapore on the left flank. The keeper is off his line. And a venomous shot by Toh into the top corner. Yeah, back underway. Second half is about to begin. Score: Singapore is currently leading 5-0 against Hong Kong China for the under 21 male category. Sprints on the way now. Chan sprinting for the first ball, and he gets it. Lim now making a quick pass to the flank and drives down the middle, looking to score a goal definitely. He passes it to Yo, but in that motion it looks like they've actually hit the Hong Kong China goalkeeper, which is a foul. You are not allowed to hit the goalkeeper at any time of the attack. He should be allowed to tend to the goal. Hong Kong China now back in possession. Lam now going for a long shot and he scores. They are now on board. Looks like the Singapore goalkeeper was off his line, leaving some space at the top of the goalpost for a lob ball to enter the goalpost. So the score now is 5-1. He would not be satisfied with that, the Singapore goalkeeper, conceding such a goal. But it was a great spot by the Hong Kong China player to catch the keeper off his line. But Lim now looks to immediately respond and wins a corner. Fu now captain of the under-21 team to start the corner. He takes a dribble, and we can see that his teammate on the right side of the pitch has made some good work, but Lim has snuck into the middle and scores. 6-1 now for Singapore. So it looks like there was a defensive error made by the Hong Kong China team, where they had two players in the path of Lim, but they somehow did not manage to stop Lim from sneaking into the zone. So China going out to pressure the ball against the Hong Kong China team, but there's space down the middle now. Lim will cover it. The shot from distance blocked, and Hong Kong China win the corner. Singapore defense looks to regroup itself. So corner now looks like Fu of Singapore is moving to press the corner. And in the action of taking a corner, the Hong Kong China player needs to have his turn in the corner of the pitch. So the referee is actually getting him to reposition himself so that the corner can be taken. Singapore, on the other hand, look to be going for a mini press. They are trying to force a long and high pass for a player to pressure. And we can see now, Chan goes out to pressure. High pass made down now. Again, keeper's off his line and he manages to block the shot. And Hong Kong China get another corner. You see now Ng of Singapore about to press the corner taker. With his pedal, he's trying to force the pass to a high lane, but he fails to do so. Lam of Hong Kong China now passes down the middle. And Fu of Singapore recovers the ball. Fast break is on for Singapore. To is on the right flank now in support. It's an outlet pass to To, who's still on the flank. He goes for a long shot that just goes above. Possession back to Hong Kong China. Lam of Hong Kong China now starts the proceedings with a dribble. Just about 5 minutes remaining on the second half now. And the referee has waved play on for an illegal hand tackle made by the Singapore defender. Hong Kong China player shoots and is just above the crossbar. Yo to start the goal line throw now for Singapore. And it looks like in the occurrence, Man from Hong Kong China has actually lost his pedal in the process. So Hong Kong, China are still one man short in the defense. Singapore will look to capitalize. And Chiadaso, very convincingly, shot to the top right corner. Score now is 7-1, with Singapore in the lead and 4 minutes to go. So now again pressuring, but looks like referee has given a foul against Chia of Singapore. In his eagerness to keep the Hong Kong China pusher out, he has exceeded the boundary. You are only allowed to jostle a player within a 6-meter zone. Any further, it would be a foul of obstruction, as you can only obstruct or jostle for space within the 6-meter defensive zone, which, as you can see in your screen, is demarcated by the red-colored boy amidst the yellow boys. So Singapore now down to 4 men, and Hong Kong China will look to capitalize with a man advantage, who however goes for a long shot, which goes wide, and Singapore now are back in possession with a fast break on. Fu now on the right flank. It's a great outlet pass by the Singapore goalkeeper. Space down the middle now with Toh on the left flank. The pass goes to Toh, and Lim is in the middle. The pass goes to Lim. Shot off the crossbar. Lim almost gets the rebound. And Hong Kong China will try to go for a fast break of their own, but there's been an outlet pass that, and Hong Kong China will slow things down. So once again, it's a fantastic backdrop. It's a great location for Canoe Polo tournament. You can see in the background where the Fullerton Hotel is in big view. Was constructed in 1928 and has withstood the test of time. And Hong Kong China now still in possession, and there has been a disallowed goal. The referee had actually called an end to the shot clock. So again, for those who have just tuned in, each team has about 60 seconds before they can make an attempt on goal. Any more than that, and you lose possession. So Singapore back now in attack. Lim gets the ball again, goes for a big shot. And shots above the crossbar. Hong Kong China back in possession. It's about a minute and a half left for this match against Hong Kong, China, and Singapore.
The Singapore team back with a 5-man as the 2-minute green card is up.
So when a foul has been committed and it's judged to be deliberate, the referee can then issue a card. And Hong Kong, China misses an attempt, and Singapore is now on the fast break with Chan making the sprint of his life to the opponent's goalpost, and surely he scores now, and Singapore leads 8-1. .30 seconds left on the clock now. Again, the Singapore team are looking to press the ball from Hong Kong, China. And looks like there's been a failed press by Chen of Singapore, who slides past the defender instead of pressing him. Yo now trying to make amends for his teammate. The ball is now back in possession of Singapore. Chan wins possession, and that's full time. And the game ends with a score of 8-1. And Singapore players shake the hands of their counterparts.